Hey, so here's the latest scan from 9/10/22. Um, Much better looking. So this is the left lung sac, and you can see that it's not black, it's still gray. There's still a lot of residual cancer in there, but it's not taking over, it's receding. So I'm kind of going into remission, so to speak. When you have when the cancer gets better, they tell you it's going into remission. Doesn't mean it's gone, it just means it's not growing. um, so kind of, I'll just rotate it a little bit. That's really, really good. If you pull up the last scan from like 3 months ago, this was like very black, and that's an indication, because like this is, the radioactive tracer, and that's like that color was all in here, and it was like that black. So that's just the kidneys and the bladder. That's all normal stuff. There's a little bit of other stuff here, but this is just like an overview of the cancer. You see some lymph nodes and such. That's always an ongoing issue. There's the little liver blob, so to speak. It's not really, doing too much, so they're not going to be like, oh, we have to stop, because it's just there, so it's not really doing too much. Let me pull up this one here. So this is the head to toe. We'll just kind of quickly go through it. Alright, so this will be the left lung. So if you pull up the video from last time, you'll see that, yeah, there's still, like I said, there's still cancer in there. Of course, there's going to be cancer in there, but the lung is actually re-expanding. And the thickness of this pleural sac is decreasing. And I'm able to breathe much better. Because before, I mean, that thickness was, out. Really, it was squashing the lung. And so the lung is almost, I would say, 80% recovered. And that's a huge recovery. So that's really, really, really good. There's a little hot spot in the liver. It's not really well defined, so that's why I think my doctor's not too concerned about it. The spine is holding up. There's a couple of little holes here and there. You can kind of see little hot spots, but you know what? Things are under control. And when you have cancer like I do, you just want it to be controlled for as long as possible. Because once you're stage 4, curing is like, it would be a miracle to have a cure. Yeah, so it's much better. This I think I'm on my 5th cycle of Enhertu, and it's been a little rough intestinally speaking, but I'm still functional. I'm a little weak because I'm in mid-cycle right now, but not bad. The spine and ribs and everything are kind of being left alone from the cancer, which is really nice. There's, like I said, a couple of little spots on the hips, but that's been ongoing for a long time. And a couple little spots in the spine ongoing for a long time. So the lung, though, that's the big deal. It's so much better. So much better. I can breathe. I'm not short of breath all the time. You can still see some little hot spots, in the lymph nodes. So it's really not terrible. Like the last one was terrible. It was a terrible scan. Because that was just guy just got out of the hospital. I hadn't had treatment. Everything was like super hot, and everything was angry, and so yeah, much better, much better. Right lung, of course, but the right lung is, excuse me, right lung, left lung, and so that you can see this, nice and dark. That's what it should look like, like this lung. And before I had all these pockets, and that's part of the heart there. So things are looking a lot better. And then that composite image I showed you earlier, this one here. Again, the previous scan, this was really, really dark. It's like as black as this. So that just indicates that the cells that are cancerous in here aren't as active. They're still a little active. Yes, there's still cancer in there, but they're not like, shabam, we're going to grow and like completely fill this lung in the next 2 months. It's going back to sleep. So that's really, really awesome. Yeah, I got lots of little lymph nodes and stuff, but that's just how it is. The little hip ones here. That's just the uterus draining to the bladder, normal stuff. So, I mean, there's little points of inflammation. I've always had intestinal issues, so not a big surprise there. But just the sheer fact that this has quieted down so much is awesome. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's really good, and